with Dr. Ren. Apramei ni apai ni simpie so ene ye kama nyosem. Time with Dr. Ren. Ye kama nyosem no ni ye dwen oman Ghana nkanko ni ye yo ho. Sia Dr. Ren ewo ni Facebook page ho. Ejoda kosi fieda. Anopa nondu edi kosi premtobre. Na onimonyamfo bedi dwumadie ho tintimen. Na watena dwam edi dwumadie ho chiame eye Dr. Ren. Dr. Ren awoso adotwa awuso akrokre. Dombrefo kwankyerefo tinitirifo sombuafo. Asansa krokotia ko awutwa akwa ajuafo ofia woni hunam adaje. Bedi atuo kwansuro atwerebuana. Dr. Ren aprobofo a wobo apro epen koso de ma oman Ghana nkanko ni ne yedie. Time with Dr. Ren. Ye dwen oman Ghana nkanko.
Traditionally, culturally, our system endorses corruption. Look at all our proverbs. On searching your da hona tafre, any boy kutrim, o searching your da, o searching your da this on sayum. Do you think katrema poko? No one says on them. Ubi pradia kokotokwa enyana bro. Are these not corrupt proverbs?
Na sawote konkoya na trafa samaba
$1, 1 CD. In the time of Mills and Mahama, 2 CDs, $1. If I was them, I would say to the people of Ghana, I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done. We're going to go and think about ourselves. But that is not the people we're dealing with. The fruits of office, the money under the table has become sweet for them. So they're determined to stay. Are we going to allow that to happen? Are we going to allow that to happen?
Mamui, Papa ye brankasa, and my namane, Aquam, Yamenquanin, Nanadua Mamu in your crack, Wamaya one, Sibian, Sika ye yabi, Nanadu me doname, Papa no ya fun. I open into the yenny honey free, or the 7. Papa no ye wicked, and it's me a thing, or near about town. Papa ye bro, ye brankasa.
Na say Juman asam na ye kan new patriotic party programs are ye die gu ho no ebedu baabi no ye be kran konfo afiama no ne no ma be ye adwuma ho Ghana ye nim say mo na mo bu aye na ye adwuma no. There is no way MPP aban ye betena ho na ye yi ni ato nchen efi say ye nim say ye be san ba mo ho bio.
State coffers are not spoiled for the party that wins an election, but resources for the country's social and economic development. I shall protect the public purse by insisting on value for money in all transactions. Public service is just that. Service and not an avenue for making money. Money is to be made in the private sector, not the public, and measures will be put.
You've watched Piccadilly?
I haven't.
Okay. Piccadilly,
a beautiful movie.
Yeah, a young man left university. And for several years, the young man was unemployed. He won't the whole of Nigeria looking for a job. He didn't find one. One day he arrived home and told his father he's found a job. The father was excited and sat the son down to ask him, what job have you found? The son won't tell the father. The father insisted for days. Eventually the son opened up and told the dad, I want to be an armed robber. Hey! Oh? Yeah, I want to be an armed robber. The dad did everything to convince the son. After he failed, he gave his son a 5 and told him, I am a retired, successful armed robber myself. Thunder fired. Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah. Okay? But having decided to follow my footsteps, I will teach you the tenets of armed robbery so you can be successful. And he taught the son 3 things. He said, first, always wear a white dress. Always wear a white dress. He said, second, quote the Bible as often as you can.
My God shall supply all your needs according to the riches in glory to Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And third, play gospel music, and when you do, play it so loud your neighbors know you are playing gospel music. When you are caught, your neighbors will defend you as Kofi. Then you are not an armed robber. Yes. Today, we have Piccadilly armed robbers in our financial sector. It's impossible.
Rise, oh freedom fighters.
Sound.
Rise and take your stance again.
Sight.
Rise, oh freedom fighters.
Sound.
Rise and take your stance again.
Story.
See who fights and run away. Let's the fight another day.
Sight.
Rise, oh freedom fighters.
Sound.
Rise and take your stance again.
Story.
See who fights and run away.
Yo, abusia for me cheche obi bia me mamu nyina mo akwaba eba eye Dr. Ren show so. Mama mo akwaba ide na me kan chem se we di program no anu ache amano aso afoforo so. Ene nyame adumo amene eye yenua no freedom fighters mpanyimfo akukudam fo betwetwe nkomo. Mene yenua eye chairman Freeman ewa ase yemne abusiafo nyina betwetwe nkomo. Nkomo na yebedi ni nyina efa eye ACHIMOTA forest, ACCRA'S only green belt a Akufo Addo wo kwa akotom. Mamema eye chairman akwaba.
Yeah, Doc.
Chairman. Na go be say.
Boko na so e.
Adum.
Em say me you know from party ma me frame na me send rem hwa de why. Me sound no from pa ma me frame na me samra.
Mati, yo. Nene makacho chairman Freeman and then eye better twin komo. Yenu anamo so ekukudam wa obetimi pese mo join so emre do wa bema okwan na wa joining. When him say British time there about 12:34 p.m. Ghana 11:34 p.m. Minim baby I wish me free but me ma atnase ene akwaba. Edien na ewopono so a yeba bedidi nkomo ne akire yadwene afa ensemo a o my Ghana ekomu. Maka kire wo se me ba me program so a menye obi a mebeka nyankopon asem. Menye obi a mebeka Islam Muhammad ho asem. Mintimi nkoma Muhammad, mintimi nkoma nyankopon. Muhammad angasa nkra no wentimi ankoma ne ho anje ne ho emfree a friend saying owu ensem. Na me Dr. Ren, I'm not here to fight for any Islam or any religion called Christianity. No. Because media ministers say chedi ampo nyankopon bo me se membra Ghana. Na a chedi na odi adom ye no. Membra na membehwe so. Na me mpanyimfo me nkwada eno nso ya ho mfa so. Yankoma chairman akwaba na eni nkomo. Chemo, I'm say chairman if you about eben sabeka no. Memo the abakwasem about forest. The can forester. Edi ankra any forest. Nti ene no meto me bo ase na ma chire mu say ye ka forester. Dia ye forest. Edua eye ni nyina no ewo efre ne sen asase so a ebro ba kumienu miensa aka bomu a musisisi baby ewo kwaye mu beka ne se kwaye no. Eno ano na forest. Na forest nso ewo importance ana ewo importance ewo ho. Eti ene meto me bo ase na ye di ho nkomo. Na ya chire mu
the Intia a Achimota Forest Akufo Addo Elton ama nebusuafo Dr. Ren me mfuaso no eno ana me no bedi unko tiemie nti e ka forest area ennua bebre ayeden esisisisi wo nti obroni beka say a large area covered with trees and undergrowth nti nua tentiantintin nua kese ni nua nkumankuma bebia ayeden ennua dodo no awo eni ennua nkumankuma enso aka ho eno ene a friend of forest. Na forest ewo importance ana ti ma me no ni ho nkomo na me nkyere some of the importance of a forest na fato adwin na fakọ adwindwinim na me nim se we MPP de me nka se ja MPP na emom decision our leader Akufo Addo taken fakọ adwindwim na busa ho se is that the best decision say ye beton ACCRA'S only green belt. ACCRA'S only green belt. TMA. Forest is very, very vital for our life, and it is vital to the life on earth. Asetena na yetimuno. Kwaye no. Ewo kwaye bi wo wa empayimfo ma yenkom. Yenti empayimfo ma yenkom no ewo importance bi a yenye free kwaye ni. The ACHIMOTA forest no esiwo no ana ewo saa no na ewo importance e de ma wo man. Ubeka so na say na yenua na esisi wo. Importance ben yenye free yenua esisi mu. Eno nti na Dr. Ren me to me bo ase na ma kyerɛkyerɛ no. Because they be ameka say Ghana for do no aye ignorant. Wo mu nim, but we play like the Ashantis as if say yenim enso yenim. Timie. Ye ho te say asantefo. Yenim nso ni aye ho say de yenim enso ni yenim. Ti wonu ni nante a be say oh I know. And so January no ni me. Timie. Menim de America. Your forest Kwame Nkrumah mo preserve the maye. And then another danko Akufo Addo so wo ton e de ama na busia. Ye kote say abuginapo. Ye nua wo free stream. Ade abetu mu say ona minister for lands and forestry say oh Ghana for mumbongu. Mumbo ansem a freedom fighters ne face the country for kan. Mo de na maintain time so mo ka say Akufo Addo ton Ghana forest. Mumbongu na nya nokre. Saa na ye nua abuginapo e de aba abontene a wabeka. Na ye nua ne kan asem ni nyina no contradicting ne ho won sem bebre a wo de tu dwa no. Na medi nkan abomodin a eden e de no ato na ma kyerɛkyerɛ mu the importance of a forest. Na me wi amakwa abuginapo nsem no a wo de aban Akufo Addo asoma ne so wo mbeka no e de ato dwa de akyerɛ. Na me wi amakoma asem ankasa so na me ne chairman aiden edodo esiko na yedidi nkomo afa asem no ankasa de eho ti minim se chairman eye ne camera ne de ebe koni ama na kwaba na ma kyerɛkyerɛ mu importance of a forest ene de abuginapo aka to eyedwem ene de Akufo Addo asoma ne so wo mbeka ene enuama ma mi susu se eye ntro ana wo mu de gu Ghana fo ani na ma kyerɛkyerɛ na what ase freedom fighters makacho say we are here to educate the Ghanaian to have understanding of the politics ye no Ghana enunti wunya ho mfaso a abre ni abre nyina no ye koba mfaso no aye nyanti no the friend say ye ho e de e kire ye enko ma chairman akwa chairman ye mo akwa ba we de demu yopo say chairman
yeah dog meje also
so what sisi de
yeah dog
where the chairman ye din komo afa ACHIMOTA forest the sale of ACHIMOTA forest to family and friends Akufo Addo Orton the ACCRA'S only green belt the ama a friend saying the busiafo ne nam fofo minim se what asem we minister abuginapo abasa no kura bi enim freedom fighters ye tun futuregu nkofo ani ye mbonsam ne gu na no kura bi eni ho na omonton ye ACHIMOTA forest emom no candidate so say wodwumedie bi a aban no de beye na ebi nkra no dwumedie no so mbeye a o ma take into consideration your friend is saying the climate and the importance of the eco, a friend is saying tourism. And you can send be minim sa same way what and so would you say?
Yo, with the doc, and you kind of with the fatcher me. We can't bear when I'm in your technical issue. And until now, I'm hoping here some sound so called. Meda will never tear for you now say, Master Samu in our share say your pages no, we are under serious attack into some more banners and one share and more emergement in Unconany. Doc, my mention same free her. Me tea news no, say me yamushe me kakra because obi bia was sua dia kwa any mu bia nim the importance of forest. Nipa ye wo wiase ye life no ejina enema miensa eso. Number 1 eye emframa. Number 2 eye ensuo. Number 3 eye aduane. Saa enema miensa we na emma enipa nkwa eye possible ewo ewiase aye we. Enti mimi say ye wo mi wo akurase, me share my bra bo ase wo akurase. Those days, yes, run up na ye kwa fu me me papa ni me nuanom. Na ye kwa fu mu a ye de contour. Mo a matena krase da no, I believe say munim contour. Ye de contour o kwa na se wudru esutene bi so a. Utimi sa ensuo ni bi ekonom wa fu mu. Ensuo no on filter, onya hwe pure anase natural water from nature. Mame nka ne sa. Ibo okra obedru ensuo mu ho no na ahahan ate agu nsuo na nti na ensuo ni na ye krogen utimi sabi konom wa afuom boni bia nto onyare unya virus bia unya bacteria bia onya hwe nanso ene ye de galamsey ase ye nsuo amasesei untimi nya saade ni biem ese so okwa afuom na se wa ntop pure water sacheti bia ankwa afuom a untimi kosa esutini bia no because unnim chemicals a e wo sa esutini no mu na se the 3 things are supporting human life no. First one, ya say no, ensuo, ya say no. Yenko aduane. Aduane a yedi ejina ya saase so. Ya saase no, eno na determine aduane a Ghana fo nyina bedi. Enti se asase ne ya aduane a Ghana fo so bedi nso beye. Se asase ne be poisonous a aduane a Ghana fo bedi nso beye poisonous. Na ene galamsey adawromenti and we decide and the chemical fertilizers are abenti. Ye the chemicals egu ensasinum amasese ye nuane na be poisonous. And unti kane yare na Ghana for enter NTB Ghana. Se say the sa yare no abeye common. Ebi te say kidney problem. There are so many people who are suffering from kidney problem because your kidney no eno na esoni ya Johnsoni enuane ne chemicals are ekọ ye widium ene ye liver. It is a wood di enuane bi a poison wom anase chemicals any mercury ni ade womu a. Na say wo say wo brebo no, wo say wo kidney. They say cancer adults or Ghana. Those days na yenta ente cancer issue. They say cancer nso ababedoso. Ni na no gina ye nuane a ye di any poison a ye feed ensase. Eno ti na say ama Ghana for enya yare akane na yenta ente bi Ghana. Eno any the second foundation a support your life. Eno so ya say no. Yenko the third one frama. Frama ye home ebi free ewiemu ebi nso afri enuamu enua na edika ewasa moti ase se ewiase aye we ade pia mu hu asase so bia no eso mfaso apart from entontom na ebesi na mi hu so mfaso na so yi entontom free mu a ade bia ye hu bia me hu ni se eso mfaso manipa one sa enua na ye hu no we interdepend on each other. Enua ema ye the oxygen that we need to stay alive. Sanso na yenso yema enua the carbon dioxide that they need to stay alive. Until we interdepend on each other. Every living thing and everything we see around us is equally important to our survival. And from my home, ebi nso free enua filter and from my home. Etosha Ghana kanetete no na ka ye won sase bebre asantima so kwaye hwan kwaye because na ye nananom empo ane e ka se begimi mra because na omonko kwasi broni so kunti sa ye nananom krampo no na omunim nyansa to the point they say na omunim sa enua ane forest so won fa so manipa ye mfra ma ye home enti sa kanetete no na omu entwa enua rough anase omu entwa enua basabasa nanso na ye say ye free Benjamin bre aba enyasa form bra ye mpanimfo yi ebi kura degree ebi kura PhD ebi kura masters eni adempo na ene ye hu enua ene kwaye eso mfaso nanso pese o ti ase say enua ene kwaye eso mfaso pa enu ti na ye wa asem bia ye kan say the day that the last tree will die, the last man will die because we cannot survive without trees. Etuko enkofo aman so a omo bo omo kwaye anase omo nua ho ban ensase ani ensuo ya ade bia omo bo ho ban. Enti ene se Akufo Addo eni na ban aye omo adwen se ACHIMOTA forest already. We besa moti ase se ya destroy so many forests because of the activities of Galamsey and the Ekeka ho any timber ye ton de kwa abrochire ni ade ne san manema na Ekeka ho no. Osha Accra, the only remaining forest in Accra is ACHIMOTA forest. Kwa ye bia ni ho biem. ACHIMOTA forest no eno na eboa emma even Accra temperature yetimi ekipia within 25 and 27 degrees Celsius. It says amu ina mu ni mu amoti Accra me say matna Accra for more than 10 years. Munim say Accra abaye so hot than it used to be. Yenim say Accra has never been cold. The Accra temperature and as a Ghana temperature na nkasa no normally between 25, 27, 26 degrees Celsius. There is no time in Ghana men can say experience cold that. Accra is no news. Now so must study for the past 10 years or 20 years, Accra temperature keeps increasing because in Rihanna is supporting a cooling from a Magana for another Accra for Timitina Accra enya hotono send biani na yeseno in place of concrete jungles. Yes, ya dying. Obia a word is opposite usini dying. So we'll check the Accra on Fahon. Okon farm mines for example, America. A diampoa is you no. Won't mean sorry in the young case will try a piano just like that because Ebia make a Adriane Hawa na bibiatisa. You need permission because Bruni onim Ediason Faso onim the importance of forest. Enti Sayaman Penny Akufo Addo sorry and Nekase. The only remaining forest in Accra are a ACHIMOTA forest or Tong and I say Ocha Edia project be dear and your person Oman Penny TSA. So Ocha will takrema area na only nambia. And I must see hieska. And I must accommodate enti munsu a mo se no. Monsa si a mo se no. Enua e mamon framan so a mo se no. Na mi bisa mu na mo se. Ene se munya ewiase mu sika nyina. Na se munya enframa enhomia. Na sika no so mfaso ne den. Ene se munya ewiase mu sika nyina. Na se munya asase pa enua so aduane a. Na musika na munya ye no eso mfaso ne den. Ene se munya ewiase mu nyoma nyina na se munya ensuo enomo a na wo sika na wunya ye no eso mfaso ne de Ghana fo mum yanwe already crampo no na yenua no me Christopher a omoko ACHIMOTA forest ko bompai ni ade kra. I was against it because omoko a they pollute the forest with plastics. See a ko bompai. It's only in Ghana where Christians go to mountains and go and hide in the forest say ye bompai. Okwa abrochira nobody go and hide in the mountain. Nobody go and hide in the forest and say, oh, bompire. There be. If they go to the forest, they go for excursion. They go to play. They go to have fun. They go to ease off stress. Oh, be a share mountains or bompire. These things happen only in Ghana or in Africa. And if they go there, they pollute the forest with so many plastics. And rubber bag to yina polythene. Pure rubber na ya polity quiet. Enti anompona hard drain. Anompona many yeho. Na se say there. Si Edru level be a Akufo Addo say or ton quiet dia and ye Ghana for bon sorry because modachi na ye say no tie Ghana for mon sorry because modachi and I am penning for so called them penning for ya mo sorry I'm defend them on social media no modachi and I'm penning for ne say no. I repeat myself. Say unya wiase mu sika nyina na se wuni ensu a obenom a wo kwasia tie so onya ewiase mu sika nyina na se wo sai wasase a wodidi so a wo kwasea so onya ewiase mu sika nyina na se wo sai onfran ma ohommi a wo kwasea wa boa because you can survive without money. I mean, human beings were surviving before the introduction of money. You free your friend is say hunting and gathering and about the use of cowries. And about trade system near then as I say, yeah, through the monetary system. Meaning say
Humans were already living before the introduction of cash. And once humans have been able to live before without money, humans can equally live again without money. But we can never, there is nowhere in history, nipa bi etna wiase without emframa. There is nowhere in history, nipa bi etna wiase without aduane. There is nowhere in history, nipa bi etna wiase without ensuo. Enti enompudi adanse say ensuo, aduane ene emframa, esu wo mfaso chen sika. Iti Ghana mpanimfo mo nwe, Ghana mpanimfo momma mwadwe no nya adwuma. Minim sa ebinu magyimi. Minim sa mpanimfo ne bi sabi muntime nwe nkwa anim. Mwadwe no aye shattered. Now so for the first time in your miserable lives, begin to think. Now mo say the future, mo say Ghana man, mo say ye bi biara. And the China for free Beijing, I bet na Ghana. Say musu say munsase no. Okwa China. Omo fa galamse en say obuasase. So okwa China, omo say omunsuo. Omo say omo frama. Omo say omo asase. And yes, so I see global warming. Yet ya and Akufo Addo kwa abrochi come and lecture on greenhouse emissions and global warming and how to cut down CO2 near the Akufo Addo kwa abrochi come if we are seeing in our lecture. It took a mass lecture no we. That's also fetch ba Ghana. Ebe say wasasi and I say okwye the only remaining forest in Accra. O sounds to beton. Say wo de kwa. Say wo de ye D project. Na me nua already project amusha ase ina mo fanya hwe saglame pro. Ni amu ye ina Accra Ghana for who so paso. Enti why ACHIMOTA forest? Why ACHIMOTA forest? Ti Ghana for mon sorry. Na se yan sorry. Na se yetna se ya hwe ha. Ema ye mpanimfo we koso. Say so say and sassy say a choir. We are going to die of one liver problem, kidney problem, heart problem, cancer. We are going to die of so many sicknesses and diseases. So master dear, so many countries are baby esika 14. A year na a town we have a tire green. So master dear, listen to me carefully. Even if you go to UK, where the rich are living is full of trees, but where the poor ones are living is full of concrete jungles, because the rich understand the value and importance of trees. The rich people are living under trees, whilst the poor people are living under the sun. That's why Ghana, Ghana. I support Akufo Addo ni na ban say Omonton eye ACHIMOTA forest. That means you are not thinking of your future. Odachi no reho. Let us all think and hold our leaders accountable. Doc, may I be brave.
Chairman, we the better chairman say what church and simu ama any other horse as usual. It's as simple as that, Chairman Becker.
It's as simple as that.
Now your friend is saying, Oka concrete ina. Me pese me de wadwene ba bibi so se Akufo Addo ton a wo ton ACHIMOTA forest ni nyina no wo ton se ye benya concrete of churches nti wo say ye forest no ye DCC asori dan na ye wi a ye sa de si luxury apartments na ye wi a ye sa de akwa akosi a friend is saying offices na ye de bi nso esisi ye pubs ni beer bars. Now, when we say, now cathedral no cry ye bubu a year judges for us already that a year amufi and you see a DC cathedral. When you also the quack could see us already. Now, a dear quan, a young one was already see more and intino. Bibia noa, na ye say Japadi be to say a forest near the quack could see us already. A beer must say greenhouse, a friend is saying, green Ghana. We spend millions of a year Ghana cedis. Yeah, they are called to a year in Ria, see about the near green, a friend is saying Ghana. Now, your best send is Spanisika. Near Ria, as Spanisika, they are quite bubu, your choir. Yeah, man. At the same church, Muka Kramaya. Didn't also say, yes, say Bibia, a Dikwakusia, sorry, a DNT. Yes, Ghana phone and a pass or intina, and pay for them so more pass or intino. Yen see a sorry damn farmer or more.
Doc, sorry. Needy kind of say, Mammy Fan Free her.
Yeah.
The entire penny for a yenisano, yen penny for him say, Ghana for do na no omo ye brainwashed. Eno nti na abibia meka kire mo say sorry any politics and as religion politics they go hand in hand. Yempani for no they benefit from religion. Omo nim say the moment you go the religious way you are able to get the support of the people. Etimbra na Akufo Addo all pray to me no. Or that Ghana for chiro mo say the battle is the Lord's. Now so mu ina mu nim nia esi here in 2020 abatto no. I don't need to tell you mu ina mu nim be course mu ina mu nim esi here. Electoral Commission nyambra sem ne ade oyeye. So enompo na ekire edi adanse say the battle was not of the Lord, and I said the battle was not the Lord's. The battle was with Akufo Addo and his own manipulative measures are put it in place to make sure say forcibly or jitu me if we Ghana for himself at the money honey or no akasa na busuafo. Mame ma monti bibia say when you now know cost because we have a wrong understanding of God. Monti me ye pa. Last time na me church no Emma. The video is on my channel on Free Mind Family YouTube. Go and look for that video. The best explanation of God. Last time a church said, "You were a wrong mindset of God." On say, so can be say ya na obi adwen ye ne say, I say oh kase nyame bi ni ho. Men kase nyame bi ni ho. Dem nyame kire ne say, obi ahu nyame da. Ye ba wi ase ye hu nyame da. Enti say nyame yo ho, say nyame ni ho. Me no mienu we cannot build a concrete proof. Now so nyame no eye gidie. Na jina ye jisa nyame na di no. We can understand that God from a more reasonable point of view. Even believing in that God, will become more profitable to we human beings on this planet. Say, I used the pregnant woman as an example. Say, nyame na ye kano. Look at the body of the pregnant woman. It's not about the church. Look at the body of the pregnant woman. Abofrana oshe obani ye funumuno anase wumbu numuno. Abofrano. Ohu ni maami ani muda. Ohu ni maami nsada. Ena ontimi nkwasha ni maami eye ni yefunu ba bia ye didi a ekogu no. Ye stomach no. Abofra ni ntimi nkwotena ho mani ye. Nanso the stomach is equally an opening. Enti universe ya ye womui asase ya na ye teso no. Akwese the womb of the universe. Aha. And a life it may survive it. But mind you, this is not the only land in the universe. According to near science, amiatias here. Oko eye Mars, Mars and so asase. Oko eye all the other planets that we know of are. Most of them also have solid surfaces. If you go to the moon has a solid surface. But you cannot go and live on the moon. You cannot go and live on the sun. You cannot go and live on Mars. The same way the baby in the mother's womb cannot go and live in the mother's stomach. But the mother's stomach is equally an opening. It's equally a free space. The baby cannot go and live in the mother's anus. Sabi, the mother's anus. Now, so the anus is equally an opening. Because stomach, and the other opening in the woman's body, were not designed to support life. The only thing, and I said the only opening in the woman's body that was made to support life is the womb. Now, so without the stomach, without the anus, without the eyes, without the hands, without the nose, without the ears, without all these other openings in the in the body of the woman, the baby's life cannot be possible in the womb. It must be yentimi kwatna moon no so yentimi kwatna any other planet. Now, so without those planets, now so life will not be possible on this planet without the sun. Enti nyami na ye kano. Eno na Bible nompo ema a Christopher Tias say muni mu se muni pedua ene ma sorry Diana. It is a nyami bi ohwa. Sa nyami no onti concrete house mu. Onti edanya Akufo Addo asimu, oti enua mu, oti nsuo mu, oti obodi mu, oti mimu, oti wunsu mu. Enti nyansa bia ni mu se, ubetwa enua egu se. Udi si asori dan ama Nyankopon, nyansa bia ni. By cutting down the tree, you are destroying the temple of God. Because if God exists, God is living in the tree. It is wise to say, the creator lives in his own creation than to say, the creator is outside of his creation. And if God exists, God is living in you. God is living in me. God is living in the rivers. God is living in the trees. God is living in nature. God is living in everything we see around us. Let me go back to using the pregnant woman's body as an example. Abafrana ote maame ni yefunu no. Ohu maame ni da. Nanso onimu mpo se that baby can be in the womb for a year, 9 good months looking for the mother without knowing say that baby, and I said without knowing say he or she is already living in the mother and is part and parcel of the mother. The same way human beings are living on earth, looking for God everywhere, looking for God left and right, without realizing the fact is that we are already living in God and we are already part and parcel of God. So, for example, the baby in the womb, what can the baby in the womb do for the mother? Nothing. The baby in the womb cannot build for the mother. The baby in the womb cannot wash for the mother. The baby in the womb cannot cook for the mother. The baby in the womb cannot do anything for the mother. It is a abafrana or ni mami yefunu. So besa or die or do edi chere ni mami a edi adi na e was oye. E was say wumbu no mami na wodie na abofra ne debu no e was say abofra ne bo ho ban. So about home by ya, say or chira or dog, and I say or die or dog at the chere mammy. Because say one more home by nas ye chat ne mammy womb bunny free wa. Abafrano has deprived the mother of conceiving another baby. The same way, say nipa ya mo asasi ya home by na say asasi ya say ya. We have deprived the next generation. We have deprived the next generation of life. What he must hear. So how do you destroy the forest and building a church? It's like killing me and going to build a church for God. Don't you know, say God is in me. So if you destroy my body, you destroy the temple of God. Akufo Addo beso yaka say o twa ACHIMOTA forest egu anase o ton ediesi asori tan amanyankopon. Sebi, nyansa bia ni. Israel hompo a mose mo Bible no free and Yesu free and the Muslim no free no Israel, they are not destroying the little forest they have to build churches. Untie me Ghana for sabin previous amuntie me ye na no yampo na news ebeto abonten say Saudi Arabia money adia UAE money adia say omo ahemra whereby Muslims are not even supposed to make noise. Say omo mosque num say Allah. They are being forced to build noise-proof mosques. I'm sorry, I'm matching 5:30 every year. Wakuba say obian sorry mra masrachino. Oko bebia and kremosum every year. Omu jai sa de ne ye. Omu jai sa de mano. Etigana foi. He we are say kwana nim sabin prebiasa. The world is trying so hard to move above religion. And to quite different, so many countries are. They have been able to separate religion from politics. They have been able to separate, even taking out religion from schools. Because the world is trying so hard to soar above religion. Because religion has caused more harm than good. Religion has divided the people. Religion promotes hate among people. And until we are in Nigeria. Bibike Tuebia, a young lady, Deborah, a student, Kokayenti, and Kremofo Chinu must say Abe Basabasa, Kosu in the Sokoto state of Nigeria. Religion, Ababaye, a hindrance to the progress of humanity. Lavua, world leaders, a reaseko, any humanity econo. Religion has become something of an obstacle. They say, now they are preaching women equality, men equality, but religion does not support women equality. Religion supports the suppression of women. And one, humanity, or sumbia a suppressing a ma. At the same time, you are out there in politics, preaching equality among gender. How can you succeed? And then, world leaders, per se, we are saying, now, we are gay. So you're lesbian, so you're one obi ni hon kwan say okun obi because nipa ni Ghana say nipa ni lesbian. What you say? They want us to live in peace and harmony, no matter your sexual orientation, no matter a DNA. Now, so religion has become the obstacle. Religion say so who say bema any ni yonko bema da si na puoku no. So who say oba any ni yonko ba da kuni kura free wiase. And you know, the politicians want the world to go this way, and religion wants the world to go the opposite. And until Abribiano, there is a clash of power, there is a clash of interest, and until the world will never ever, the world will never ever enjoy peace. And I say, will never ever enjoy absolute peace. Heti mesre se nyansa bia nim ema Akufo Addo na da o se Akufo Addo nyame bi na si ne hene enye nyame bia ono a ne for se ya eto anasesam kire Ghana for e na Ghana for tie na anasesam no e na enam so ti Ghana for the two mission is amen kanisa whether we wiebo
na chairman God nyame a say oye all knowing all perfect. How can such a God appoint a wicked man like Akufo Addo?
How can such a God appoint such a wicked man? Now I'm running nyame o to see Akufo Addo. Now him say Akufo Addo ne policies any the way I will see Abu Ghana man be ma ahokyere aba Ghana for so. Na chenchi na nyame se me de Akufo Addo na me pe. Na se Ghana for hokyere omo a Ghana for asa esua frɛ ne say onyi Akufo Addo free ho. Common sense and logic. Nyansa bia ni. Enti mesre monti ase ujidie die, whether you choose to believe in God or not, that is fine. But even believing in God or no will add no value to your life because God doesn't feed anybody. Me who nyame bia auto play take it amo bi say o to kwa agbechire. And me who nyame bia o say bia auto aduane ma hia for na say o church is kama make us ye nua no mu a omu ni bi ni ade. Me who say nyame bi boss abra ni da. So whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, the value is the same. So make us say me nyame ni a, the value is the same. One so kase wuji nyame di no, the value is the same because me a me engine di no onya hwe ma me sounds na one so a wuji di so onya hwe ma o enti efa nyame gidie no nto nche na yemo ewiase ho ban yemo asase ya ho ban na se asase ya ni ho a me no mbi enu bi ho. Very simple. Look.
Chairman we dey meda wase na me bibisa say given the friend is saying the way global friend is saying climate preservation and saying ehun enu aba keto abroni akodai womo kasafa global warming ho womo kasa say ahwe ne ye a e de o ha bebre because ene no kra no ye gitum say ene no climate change no affecting yoma bebre tiju ko nkran a ewia no the way e bo no enye enough. Do you think that this move comes as a shock to you? President, which me about Scotland, I've been mad lectures on climate change. We are now ACCRA'S only green belt. Eddie Aquajisica, because forest now yaton. It is worth $467 million. It is as you crampo na yasa ton. As you can crampo no. Ya de be de. Edi emponi ya de be. Ansa na ebeko sika no crampo say yen konkoji sika no poni yen ton kra ano. Are you shocked by this move by the president? How the executive instrument is to say or ton ACCRA'S only green belt?
Doctor, me just shocked. Because so what now say we study the track record and history of Akufo Addo Abaina Abrebiano. They do the exact opposite of what they say. Yohana Bawumia said he doesn't believe in e-levy because e-levy does not help the poor. Yes. E-levy will only target the very poor and the most vulnerable in our society. Now, so Anchebia de who say almost said try you 10. I'm about Mia Korea. As they say, they also support e-levy. Yemfa Emerson Ghana for home. So the history of Akufo Addo and in the track record nature say Akufo Addo kase hwehwie mu a hwefom. Akufo Addo kase hwefom a hwehwie because every day they do the exact opposite of what they say.
He's a man without character.
Akufo Addo needs to buy only character because a man without a man with character is a man who is Nipa bia or character bia you should be a man of your words. It is a way you be a unfollow and someone one kasao can. You are a man without character. We can't sit on social media and preach patriotism and act the opposite. Yes, Anna, you need character. What I say? It is a good for the Kwabroche. We are seeing now command lecture on air climate change and global warming and greenhouse emissions and whatever. Now so about Ghana, Everton ACHIMOTA forest. The only forest belt in Accra for $500 million. Now, Akufo Addo is a man without character. Now, when he yeah, now ebinum adwene you must say, oh, we are say won't nya ho hwe, nyame ne control we are say everything is of God and God determines the angle we are say enko. Munti we are say ati na mo kan sa. We are say na ye way, input and output. Energy the existence of this universe no. Can say that energy is a neutral energy. Energy na kwa say electricity. Doctor, electricity ama aye possible me we are life we are see now hwe anameboa electricity ama na possible for social media biara everything electronic ne fapem and as the foundation electricity. The same electricity now wire in so many ways no ebetimi akunipa ebetimi so at destroy your life depending on how you use it. And the universe whatever you do, you get a resource out of it. That is why we are seeing now say global warming, climate change. The activities of human beings. It is a area say and yes to be and a free a human activity and a better areas no direction a human activity and a better areas no can it survive for the next billion years and as areas no by the year maybe about 3,000 na areas say. It depends on humanity. It depends on our actions, our activities. And then everything is changing. Climate change, climate change now you can't in one way or the other, because the more you emit greenhouse gases, the more you emit CO2, the more the globe will warm. Just a simple science, a simple logic, a simple understanding. Obim kotina say and trotro atro in the go keke. There be before science is something science and this a religion whereby in religion ubetimi kotina say akoton and as akotro story be abeton ama amansan because they will not need to go and research into that story. The only thing they have to do is to believe. But in science anything you put out there, people can pass behind and go and do their own research and counter that information that you have put out there. So science cannot just go and sit somewhere and bring out any information to lie to the people. Any information be a science any betu drabiano. There's omoatenasi ayhwemu omunim yenti a omo kanisa. We are see they say enipa ye na ya take control and dominion over a wiase ni asase a ye woso yi. Your actions and a determined direction a wiase ni nko. Eno tina me di kan kire mo say se ka say ye do nyame bia na say ye do nyame bia na say ye gidi say sa nyame no ono na ebo wiase dia ene me say sa nyame no unhu no uto untimi hro ne car untimi si ni nioma untimi no aduane ma no na emom uhu na bode. So to love the creator is to love his creation. As I see yet is na ye mo ho ban and then oko Ghana ye ocean front ye mpo ano ni ade na owura ho doctor na owura ho o hwe plastics a egu mpo ano na aquatic life ewu ya mind you say ucha mitia meti oyaw the same way so ucha aboa nso tia aboa no so ti yaw because moja na ewo mu no the same moja na ewo aboa no etena ye pollute ye rivers ye pollute ye ocean ye pollute ye bibia ye say bibiara na say yadwen ye say by going to sit in the church or the mosque and only nyamesom na emom so ucha ebia rough so we say nso so say we ya onye hwedia and now you guys have a wrong understanding of God. It dog Akufo Addo is a man without character. Wa ma meji Ghana man penin se obesiesie Ghana. Akufo Addo nya na opese oya ne se tie Ghana omampani a yenya nyina da Akufo Addo din embremu. All Akufo Addo wanted was his name to go down in history as a former president of Ghana. It ends there, nothing more, nothing less. Wa ma say obesiesie Ghana ti Ghana fwe momma money enaho. Doc, momma money enaho. Whatever we do, we will get the outcome. Also na mo say munsu ese munsase e the chemical fertilizers e the weedicide ese munsase no e na munya kidney problem and the liver problem. Even Ken Oforiatta is suffering from liver problem. No, you see, what do you say? Who di uncall for bro? Forgetting the fact is say some chemicals in now moody free broni chromosan 10% to be a moji mode magana for essence as you eat the proceed of the same land. It was and the one liver problem or abribian and then wa bloating adebechi no afon no bloating no afon a liver a symptoms of liver problem. So the kidney problem, the cancer, and whichever disease you are getting today is as a result of your actions. It's a solving problem. Let us first of all sit down and think about our actions. And dear Ben, you man, I didn't support na yen solve the problem from there. And no end a bit me aboa ama ewiasino. Let me turning into a good direction. And yes, we are destroying our today and we destroy our future. So here.
Chairman, when him say assassin a year over 361.5 acres, no. Yeah. Ton Ediama company be a friend of Cipher Properties. Cipher Properties, no. One more ton Edema, woman so if you trans assassin, a woman so assassin, one more ton assassin already. Now one more ton assassin be no $1.3 million per acre. Akufo Addo. Like I say, Usha assassin or Kikani in Abumudia. Like I said, the entire land is valued around 469.95 million. Now, yet in 2016, sword was cut for the forest to be made into what? 1.2 billion eco park, billion US dollars eco park. Which means to say, Akufo Addo, Aton, Ghana, Japadi away, and they achieve $469.595 million. And we swasama a year on one nebusian for in the name of Cipher Properties, Ababeto, and almost our tongue, in your value no times 2. Chairman, the what assembly mono. Ya kese pass. Yeah, you say we ask maybe I quite soon about global warming and the effect a woman any a Dutch. No one penny a Akufo Addo Besha said, Nipa don't know what Greater Accra are you depending on a forest. Send you wouldn't kind church, mono oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now at the end of the day, you know, you benya woman penny 1 million down to be imposed say now oxygen I buy and so carbon dioxide every we then na mebo modi anama ba betwa nua ni nyina egu me wie so anama sa ba brocha be pa bosie free broni no air fight climate change you know say won ma me bosie na me fa nkoto nua na me nkonkodua enyansa be pa ene womu already no Minister for Lands and Forest Rebecca said young body freedom fighters free mind moka Dr. Ren moka face the country for say a ton assassin. And so you ton documenta men saka and chess or Mampini said me bubo bosso. We didn't can crack ton assassin. Eddie amount no anebusian for ACHIMOTA brothers. I almost so be my former cipher properties. What we are on Babatunton. Now what should the minister and the Bible on Tinino? Now should the president after Sumasi a war yenwa. Who say Omuhunu and Ghana says Sebio, ya dream na emre, and I say, and I'm say MPP, Aqua said, do one way time which ya can funtino. About the side, the tribalism be do omachi, and untino woman first must about in the crown, young minute, and someone who are more yet here, and the acquire politics near Casacasa. Who say the president no on any cabinet, it take Ghanaians for granted, and no more yet the Omopebia because. Ghana for no encoca because a can for party and it was one.
Yeah, Doc. Abribia meka say Ghana ye how nina ne fapem no miensa. Ye 1 religion. Number 2 ye traditional rulers and number 3 ye politicians and I say ye penny fire to aba almost say any Ghana minor enim. Ye penny for no Oma say criminal, smart criminals. Omwatna say as steady Ghana for Subai. Omwat they understand the Ghanaian nature. And what December Kaya, Omampenda da Mahama can say Ghana for refie, we forget things too quickly. Omunim say, oh, say, asembisi na achane 1 week, obi abaya hu yo. Achane 1 week to 2 weeks na asemna kodana obi a refi. Ama say, osako resist sa issue no crap ba. Ghana for na beka kire wo say a dead news. Oh, mu kra mo hardly do. Asema esi da na ba. Asema
etwem na ukwa akọ.
Asema etwem da. Yes. But so study a baby a we UK man no mu no ye ni say asem bi atwem. Say asem na the 50 years mpo a. Almost be taking 10 years at the end. No matter how long it takes, they will come to the conclusion of the matter. Omunim say asem we atwem because omunim say so masa asem no ko na say one ati on it ebe kwa sa ba be hantew because omudi sa nyampera asem no esan say mu Germany ka yenti ombesa ye biem empo ama amanfo nso ehu the need to follow suit. Etiam panifo no omu study nature ehu say one Ghana for a tribalistic. Ghanaians are not ready to come together. Omu say the easiest way to divide the people is to always put more fuel into the burning flames of tribalism. Into the burning flames of tribalism. Enunti adibakwa empenifo sropa ye a united people. Citizens are almost united almost come home.
Number one, freedom fighters if the country yaka ye ho abomu a ye bie mebunu nani no wo mo mpekra ti aka say
enunti na omusro ye no. Enunti na omusro ye no. E ka me nko an komo mfa ho. Chairman free mind dey esan ya na obetimi aye. E dey na obetimi.
One person you alone dey na obetimi aye.
Yes. But omo who say Chairman free mind Dr. Ren Ohini David Ofayamo Mama Bafre Mamu nyina komo ho abom enti nkofukuo ya anase nkofuo ya omu akomo ho abom yi se yampa kwan bi eso amfa omu amfa ombe hardwin debi ana yampa nimfo no suban no so ne fapem no ejina Ghana for so you see Ghana for hardwin you almost say money is the ultimate say ewiase ade wo hia ne sika enti say obeton ne man enya sika de agu ne bottom kra onfa ho so obeton na SARS ni nso asai na jakpade enya sika paper printed cash agu ne bottom mpo a onfa ho because na dwen dey say money is the ultimate. Money is not the ultimate. The universe and the earth in which you are living is the ultimate because say asasi ni ho a okrampu ni ho, not to even talk of money. It is a Ghana ni yampeni for him say it's all say Ghana for you must say money and owning properties and cars is the ultimate in tea. If they come to power, Mamefa for example, member of parliament, Odi Kaba first 4 years. That's the way sit dying and talkers and ye japadie be a money who are doctor. That's ne next 4 years no Ghana for to tia na say free parliament. Ghana for kroya be say dinatebo kasa kwasi ampani o ebuwa no. Okotena parliament for 4 good years wa amobra bia and that crowd when see bi ka crowd wan to bi wa amobra. Yes. Forgetting the fact is say ebia nyenti a wantimi ansidan. Nyenti a wantimi antoka no bi no because na oye selfless leader. Now really ho odwe Ghana for nyina ho na so Ghana for be na tem say oye kwasi ampani den na wutimi ko di MP for 4 years na edan crowd ni bi. Enti esan say ye was a mentality no na ye mpani for na anim say Ghana for sa adwin da omutrimunti because the leaders are a reflection of the people. Eti mpani for Akufo Addo adwin na ekura no alanchemantin ba umia mahama mo adwin na ekura omo no the same adwin na Ghana for trim and they know because ye mpani for in free England ye mpani for in free Sweden ye mpani for near Ghana for akwese a group of thieves going to elect the master thief to lead them or to lead them, sorry. And said the union of two fools is a disaster. Because say a Jimmy form me no efa than four. Why the bed send the young coin and why the bed two the young fool. So the union of friendship of two fools is a disaster. 30 million tribalistic people, 30 million myopic people, 30 million people who are not able to think straight. coming together to elect the master myopic person to lead them will always be a disaster. And nothing like that, I might not think of it. Because our leaders are just a reflection of the attitude and nature of Ghana for. And so no about him say, one preacher padie no be doctor. Na say Ghana for to tia na Ghana for be attempt your ba any cars no benya obewia. On fa ho kra say obeton ACHIMOTA forest. On fa ho say obeton Ghana for nsase aton Ghana for nyina nsuo just to buy or own a house in East Legon and in London. Because when him say and no and a Ghana for be president say oh we chairman, we bossu, wabo bra, we smart, wow, we smart. 4 years people. Okodi MP 4 years pay. What means say nebusha for nyina kokwa brochire. What means say time we or dying say or cause say why? That is why Kennedy and Japan can sit in the media and brag. Say me see a year 45-bedroom house. I have 100 houses scattered across the country. And Ghanaians see that as success. By owning cars, by owning mansions, by owning concrete structures. And on a Ghana for who say what about bra? Because and on a yedia to yetrimu say money is the ultimate. Now so called broni kromoa. Those are the things they don't value. So the white man can buy you a house just to get your support and your loyalty. The white man can buy you a car just to have access to your water body. They can buy you the ultra-modern mansion just to have access to your land. And you, the black man, will think, say, you are smart. But the white man will see you as a fool. Because it's like sacrificing your wife and your entire family for money. Sabi, sikano, une enwe ne bedi. Une enwe ni enwia ne bedi. Nia ema sikaye de eni nipa. And as a minyasika, na se Dr. Ren or fire or Mimianu ni na ho na se yehia party na se bi bros kana eno na me feel se bi osika na se minya sika na se meku Dr. Ren meku fire meku mechita fo nyina sika no sabi I'll sit in my house alone and use the money for what? Money is important because human life is there. So I can give you money and get what I want. It is a uku wiase fo nyina na se won kwa wonya sika sa sika no de yeden. Enti the we are yenkasa ye programming. And yadjin esitiano e can who be and I am penning for no to me talk Ghana minor crowd without thinking twice. Because yama your society na say we are in competition with each other. It's either you get money or you are useless. It's either you build a house or you are useless. No matter how much you help a society. What him say ne? Kwame Nkrumah boa Ghana for no when see that be a money. And a Ghana for be no to make us a Kwame Nkrumah no Jimmy pass when Timmy NVS cannot be. When Timmy NC a dine money home. When Timmy Anto Kasi be engu and as a NC mansion be Anto Kas engu and can be an kadema chile send your rollings in money go for money sanko for no chile no because Yamaya I say success is by having so much money, having so much houses, and having so much cars. Having so much cars or owning so many material things is not an indication of success. Success, any, footprint, and I say something that you do that will change humanity forever. And I say, Adia obeya, ebetimi abua nipa, Adia obeya, ebetimi a helping society, and no near friend of success. Wabua nipa. Wabua o mine. Ghana for the 2 million on would miss yes Ghana. Would me my Ghana for nya and so no more. Ghana for Koya enya, the be a Ghana for EU on their roads. Would me solve this problem no. Ghana for Galamsey, essay and say yen so would me survey. And yama with me yama Ghana for no any and only a casa we successful person, not by looting and sharing, not by stealing all the money, not by owning all the mansions, not by owning all the cars. Eti doc. Yankasa your mindset and no can who be na yam penny for no fire, sir, and no can who be na yam penny for no buaquasia, and no can who be na yam penny for no take care for granted because near Akufo Addo ye and a brow boy. If Akufo Addo was the British Prime Minister, believe you me, America will resign that data. Because the British will not hype you by flying in luxurious jets and building houses and sleeping around with slave queens. And
I had the song kwasi asem so. I had the song.
Almost song kwasi asem so. Almost song kwasi asem so. COVID-19 by Boris Johnson, APA free ni fie call party. Wasana wakache UK force omu ina enko on a lockdown. Omu the Boris ebetna parliament. Ebona say hey, the prime minister think the British people are fool. Say yen eti no ono betu akachire say ye de yenda. Ono de oho kwan say obepi akọ party. Saa de no Ghana na see ya ka Ghana faka say o na den na so your man penny. No man penny so de so ka say da na so no boss no. Okọ party na ye den. We so asem ayen ka ho asem. Your mentality.
Boss no.
Yep. Boss, yeah. If boss go party, yeah, this want to be something where Dr. Ren and Frida for come sit on social media and talk about it. Boss go party, so awesome. Boss, sir, say what brownie should buy. Is that kind of focus? Now so dear with you. But in UK, you need to be a friend say with you. In America, you need with you. But kind of focus say I. Now say Akufo Addo, baby BIDB. And Akufo Addo so with you. Odia na them. Ni nano tribalism. Mahama mreso Tracy Boachi issue ne ba no Ghana fan ka say wedi ye bona chika say papa no na papa no be Akufo Addo de ba ye no de Ghana fan ka say wedi is de entia because na Mahama de ofri northern region Akufo Addo de oye akani and I say ofri achim traditional area and Akufo Addo te and I say ofri enti Akufo Addo de odia wedi Mahama de ye mpene say oni bi menuanom say ye nya tribalism no na ye nyano ya ma ye mpanifo na antiase say the Ghanaians they knew 30 years ago. It's not the same Ghanaians that we have there. And I'm telling you, we are mpanifo no omekoshe buye kwasia sa. Na so buye kwasia e sunsun aso no e yen Ghana for na ye ni passport. Yen Ghana for na yen full plane da. Yen Ghana for na yen ni kapre e wo your account mu no. Yen ye be bre. E sunsun aso no. Me no mienu so e na ebeba. Sa pepe na tie. Nti mo ma adwenu nya adwuma se na bia ye mpanifo no. Omo entimi enko so take for granted.
We the my main car will say what fire air train sounds na ye Ghana man sorry also hwe ye wo a friend is in Turkey enti e be shey nua ba say e na ida wa ya hwe na originally and so concern no on take care chairman we the ye dey be sorry so kra na kra no yakọ o make key point to be na point now making is say me born it tougher. Wherever men exert energy, no, there is growth. Baby and nipa be exerting energy piano. Impuntu ede eba. Ususu said the intipa na Ghana for no. Akwa say mebu na say ya relax bi. I say fire who be. I say you nim ni ekoso ana. I say the ekoni na ya yedin because nipa na oye ye public servant oye Akufo Addo no onu mom ne ye gigine so wa no but onu mom na esen ko som ye onu na ye akwa odi kan wo man nim enso akwa ne ba onu angasa fa na konya different oni ye betena se kra no odi the golden stool aba betena on the golden chair no na ye na etena ho mi wa wo na mo pa abatu no mo an ye nya akonya ba akuya ne etena so ne de tu nyina etena so ye di kenke ye no nsuo pure water e bi enya akonya no ha mo di bre no ye different. MPP forecast they have the men. Yentu abanema womo. Mame mbo video bi na yenhwa de o man penyine Akufo Addo asemo a wokaye. Emra yeso ani ewo eye Ghana. Na yemfa eno emfa yenkomo no yembo ne tofa.
State coffers are not spoiled for the party that wins an election, but resources for the country's social and economic development. I shall protect the public purse by insisting on value for money in all transactions. Public service is just that, service and not an avenue for making money. Money is to be made in the private sector, not the public, and measures will be put.
So, Chairman, so we have video we cry na question Nyankopon cry buofu because when him say bia on can correct. The answer Nyankopon cry choking say yeah man kasa because undi so I shall protect the public. I say Nyankopon ka say bons me so say bonsam the so nim say akwa twa ntro kra dodo. Any other man we protect the public purse, you know, I start here watching to a Japan. They can say Ghana hotels, sir, snake dimu, ye did and tubwa, ye tiama snake, a snake CC hotels, the sell Labadi Beach. A year a friend is saying, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Okon Zema Honwa, Okota Krade, Buzia Beach, Munina, Ghana for Yanka CC or snake, ye diabo modia, AC hotels, sir, it me a jenny revenue, sad the bois, mino. Akufo Addo atoni nyina. Afenso wie ya, wose eye gold wa santimem no. Wode kosia wa no wa fa kwan bi so no ayeden. Wode aye japade de amanabusua. Na je se asantefo tumi no a wote kokoso te so no ayede bore ho nsamrane se uba asantimem bia o ye gold hene wona te kokoso Akufo Addo gini nyina. Enso a enkranfo asase a in 1930 colonial masters and a tour assassinate free the Owens family in 1930. In 1951 abrafo diskan nyina so mutuama the Owens family e de ma wo Mahama Baye so said chia sika biem sa de ma Owens family when no person de Echo Park ne nya bibi de say Disneyland ne nya nnua ne nneoma na ye fefefe and Akufo Addo Baye was so aton de kosisi asori minim the Okafa Olas Wesa na me bisa emebunu no. Do you think say Ghana no ye nim ne ekoso because the Akufo Addo dey ye onu ankasa camera bi na asem o kan ni nyina ne say senka ekuro bi te say o de ehwe video
kuro bi wo ho a adwuma nim ema ye mebru a kaniki asembeto so man da maybe their friend Arab Spring. Arab Spring. Started with Tunisia. Young boy, I think 23-year-old boy. Awaku school, enya degree, I say, unye juma. And one day in protest on Washington. Can you imagine the level of desperation involved in Nipa? So I bet say. I said, we are seeing na basa. Unni das will be a bibia be amount. It's or show at the Akasem at your mouth. Then no buyer no air to say Eja or Tunisia because now for baby it is on. If we are 1 year war, Memus at time into you, Hunisa, and so now for it is on the door. So, Papa, I wouldn't answer his say, hey. When all kinds of mama and here so near to see a few shame and no anything as here North Africa this Arab Spring no by and you know a quiet bit to me a faso ama a juma apagana and no one a sema say mem
chairman wait ya sema papa kai now the share mebu no under him na sa Ghana wotonton ye japade de man ebusuafo omo grab state properties na Ghana for mebu no dachi no hope chairman no fast as we say emra de yensem ni nyina no ebewi
doc say meti wase ya nese ne a ekoso nyina no mebunu no ayedin ene ade na eno no say mebunu no nim ne ekoso anaso munim na die benti na mebunu no ntumi nsori anameboa if I'm correct. Yes ne yatie ne say ne nyina no ne fapem anase ne foundation no ye cultural upbringing, the way I see it yen, the way I see it programming yen ya programming Ghana ni amana ye timid. Say ya program here in such a way say Ghana ni hu pani a e wo say oboto. Sa pani no o make sense. Sa pani no onim nyansa. Sa sabio pani no wagimie. Sa Ghana ni youth e hu pani a once a o pani once a oye pani nko ade e wo say oboto e da for ma no. Enti ya culture mu anasa ya mamre mu no ya ni say abofra ne pani nya asemu a there is no way. Even if the child was right, there is no way yebema abofra edi nkonim over penny because we have been brought up to respect numbers more than attitude and nature of people. Say when you're 70 years, men can't want them. When you're 78 years, free mind, you are only this years, men can't want them. You have no right to speak against a leader, against Penny. And what's the idea? Yeah, programs are. Yeah, go through the comments. Comments, you know. And I say, yeah, can I say no? Comments, no, about 99% around respect. Mumua dear. Mumum penning for. And I'm putting social media and a moody attempt. Mumum penning for. Akufo Addo is old enough to be your grandfather. If Akufo Addo was to be your father, and Kaumpe, and a mumua dear, and a penny na munum kasa rough, and a muninche, and a Bible say, the white Johnny wouldn't na wonkwa awari wo asase so. The same Bible na a catcher will say, the white Johnny wouldn't no. The Bible also gave responsibilities to parents. The Bible commanded men to or husbands to love their wives. The same Bible commanded wives to be submissive to their husbands. So loving and penning for and loving and when you say the way channel it also comes with responsibilities for the eja and ena. What's that? Their upbringing is different. It's very easy to mobilize the youth of the Western world to rise against their leaders. Why? Because they don't respect their numbers. They don't respect age. They respect your actions and what you say and what you do. So no matter how old you are, even if you are 120 years, Ujimia, a young boy or a young girl in the US can tell you, say, my friend, motherfucker, stop fooling, man. Stop fooling, dude, motherfucker, stop fooling. Stop misbehaving. But in Ghana, how dare you? How dare you? Because of your penny, not because Nisuban ya nasa ye, simply because of your penny. And the penny for him say already almost the culture of suppression are deactivating the youth and also the brains of the Ghanaian youth. So no matter what they do, the Ghanaian youth will find it difficult to rise against them. Number two, the fact is Ghana phobinum kra enimnia ekoso. One, they have been blinded by politics of tribalism. Number two, most Ghanaian youth don't even have access to data, access to Wi-Fi to listen to some of us on social media. And the few ones who are able to listen to us, they have been torn between NPP and NDC. And it's a kasa na se engo in favor of NPP or NDC ni. So kasa na se NPP aban na ewa bemu o NDC ni. Sanso na se kasa na se NDC na ewa bemu o NPP ni. How can such a people come together to fight for what they rightfully deserve or what rightfully belongs to them? How can such a people unite and come together and fight for a common purpose? Because one, their brains have been deactivated by cultural suppression of penning for. Number two, religion. And the NDC and PP. As I bet the last point, the youth is lacking leadership. A people without a leadership is like a train without a head, and I say a train without an engine. Yeah, kasa. We need mobilization. We need people to lead the youth. Demonstration. You cannot just wake up and say, "Oh, call demonstration." You need demonstration planners. You need people to mobilize. You need people to lead the youth. But those are the people that we are somehow lacking. Because those people are not even interested in politics. Those people are not even interested in leading this nation. And no any how and no any fapping. These points that I have made mention of, and no kahubinama, the Ghanaian youth are yet timid. The Ghanaian youth are yet timid. The moment you talk, number one, it's say, yeah, the cultural suppression at deactivating advocacy. Obe fight to say, Akufo Addo penny free mind. How old are you for you to talk against Akufo Addo? Cultural suppression. Number two, nipa no cramp no say, Ghana access to Wi-Fi very difficult. Most people can't even afford data to listen to us. Number 3, the propaganda. Any NDC NPP at you to name. It is sorry, not really say NDC for na sorry. So why must you fight against Akufo Addo? Why is it that time wana Mahama was so the one kasa na Akufo Addo mreso kwa na mo kasa? So na say Mahama mreso na ye kasa ya. And the same people would have told us, they say, why is it that conform mreso the one kasa na Mahama mreso na mo kasa? So it has become difficult to even get the support of the majority of the youth. And in everything, Adebia say possible support is very important. Says here Russia-Ukraine war. Russia is gathering the support of CSTO members. The same way America is gathering the support of NATO. Even the most powerful always or still need support to be able to help them to achieve whatever they want to achieve. About social media, how many years? Over 2-3 years. How many supporters do we have? Some of you have been here for 1 year. Some of us have been here for 2 years. Yes, supporters, yes, saying. Ghana for almost social media. Millions of Ghanaians are on social media. How many followers do we have? Most of them always keep our videos. Most of them don't even listen to us because not really say you and I kasa na ye dimpen for them. Number 2, not really say NDC for now smayenti once or no NDP ni no onte ye china. Even if ya dwena kwa koye se ompe wo asem a se me chairman free mind na ompe masem a ni ameka biara se eye do kre se ya tro ontie onfa because ompe masem. Now so uncle say ye program ya dwena to think this way say even if some mempe eye Dr. Ren asem na say Dr. Ren can asem bi na say asem ni no kra the fact that mempe na asem no does not make any asem na all cannot atro no kra e wo say bi tie. Now so yeah there once on chairman free mind asem no it ends there. Asem bia chairman free mind can be no oba ya on tiempo na odi matem na watape kwasi asem because ya deactivating again. And only how and only one of the biggest challenges you're facing as people who are speaking for change in this country to get the support of the majority youth. To get the support of the youth. And one last thing before I bring my message to an end. Says ya no kra kwese ne aye nua na na shedi eye. Say owo ebia ompesua so. Ana say owo ekuro bi so. Na say o pe eye youth no supporter. Youth no fa ne say by supporting you no omo ye adwuma bia maw into say wutua omo ka. Omo nimu say akwese ye ko eye communal labor. Yensom any nipa. Ni aye ye nyina no ye kasa se ne be ya Ghana man be ye. Say Ghana man ye ya all of us will stand to benefit. So take Ghana so take abuchire. We dey Ghana your mind. Every Ghanaian will stand to benefit. Now so if you are trying to mobilize the youth, they behave as if you have to give them something, as if you have to, buy them over or give them money before they give you their support. Yajeno, Doc, Yajeno. We must begin to change our mindset. Yajinwe, yen shasye ensi sano na enye. Bro, social media ina, ye sorry de bia, ye kasa. Eye we yo. Say de bia Ghana man be ko na nimuti na ye kasa ye o. Dr. Rent eye UK. Dr. Rent is not a poor man. He is not hungry. He is living the best of life in UK. Dr. Ren you be because Ghana so some grab the on fa ho obeda because o na juma or things ka be the good bottom. Now so why is Dr. Ren constantly on social media talking? Kasa we juma o kasa sa na o minimum na ya no abre. But we are talking because the fact is say Dr. Ren die when nya obedi no nkyere say e come the Ghana fo a onka na no ntum. There be as humanists as we are, that is not humanism or that is not humanity. Ghana youth. This is why we say the youth must wake up. Yanka said the youth must wake up and go and pull the gun. The youth must wake up mentally. Because everything begins with a change of mindset. If we the youth are to change our mindset, you bet me ati amemu ase ye betimi aka ye ho abom na collectively ye timi ene ye mpanimfo no de esi ani na nea ye hwehwe ene nea ye pe no ye nsa etimi aka. It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that, doctor.
It is as simple as that. Yo, chairman, I really an opinion. I really better was say. Na Jidi say, any so, and I remember everywhere name nature. Program adweba no so ya bomodi aba support. So people say oba wo aswe ya him fanwa o
okọ YouTube Free Mind Family, Facebook Free Mind Family, more and more TikTok no. Free Mind Family is now on TikTok. Go and follow Free Mind Family. Oko Twitter, Free Mind Family, Instagram. Baby,
I who so atu ni bi anasa we dey.
Where? TikTok nana.
TikTok say what dey say na man wo so mo ho.
Doc, me say TikTok na me fan serious o. Me nko afo ya me panifo na me pressure sa na me nko ho na me nko because na me hu ni say comedy platform. But I call on ya na ye program na ya kati baby e be a strong point mienu me say na ya akoto wo say na be ya omo wo ho nso a because any obi a na all the media platforms. There are people who are on TikTok, they are not on Facebook. Into wo na ya the message so kakra bro now was what me etie na what me atime ekoso enunti na e ma me call.
No chairman. We dey better was this be chairman Free Mind of freedom fighters and in the train more and no na chairman akani nyina wonsum nyina no eni nipa baby o man no ekono. You have to understand, say you are not an inferior citizen. You are a stakeholder in the affairs of governance. I work through it. Whether so to Abama MPP and I want to Aba and now belonging to NDC or any opposition party and as own support a political party be to say Jehovah Witness me. You have to understand, say Ghana. Obey your friend is saying Ukra passport no. If you only identify yourself as a Ghanaian, yeah, don't just sit down and watch whilst the wicked triumph over the land that belongs to all of us. We need to speak. And when we are speaking, we have to be bold because we are being led by people who are thieves. Their only agenda is to steal us, is to kill us, and is to destroy the nation. That is what the Bible describes as a wicked leader. And when wicked leaders are in what? Leadership, or they are in control, or they are the ones governing the nation, men and women, suffers. You and I are suffering today because of bad leadership. You and I are suffering because the one that once upon a time told us that if we vote for him, he was going to change the fortunes of Ghana around. Today, it is clear that $1 is not only 4 cities, but $1 was the Ghana Sigema. It's almost 8 cities. That means that the man that promised us that he was going to ensure that the days of Mahama, $1 na 2 cedi pono, if he was Mahama, he will apologize and leave the scene. Today, the money under the table, the money is so sweet for Nana Danko Akufo Addo. And that because the money is so sweet, they are so desperate to break 8. And I tell them, there is nothing called 8 to break. If they have anything to break, they should go and break their fathers' heads because that is the only thing that will be best said for them. In 2024, the journey to 2024, we will not wait for these men and women to destroy our nation. We will ensure that we put them on the right path. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever and ever.
Na sawuti konkoya natrafa samaba
Senidiko inabeka miaro endo miaro ejumeyidia inabeye miaro endo miaro obreyitibo inabebo miaro endo miaro Asemi besini fema miara. Asemi miara. Asemi besini fema miara. Asemi besini fema miara. Obrai besini fema miara. Miara. Endo miara. Asemi besini fema miara. Asemi miara.